Every challenge makes you stronger. Master Stoic resilience. You've faced obstacles before, a failure, a loss, a moment that tested you. But here's the real question. Did you fight back, or did you break? Do you hesitate? Do you break? Or do you rise, stronger and wiser? The Stoics mastered resilience, wisdom, and self-control. And in this video, you will learn 10 simple but life-changing habits that can do the same for you. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you won't see obstacles anymore. You will see opportunities. If you're ready to take control of your mind and your life, make sure to like this video, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more timeless wisdom. Let's unlock the power of Stoicism, practical, powerful, and life-changing. The power of perception. Reframe challenges, reclaim control. It's not what happens to you, but how you react that matters. Epictetus. Life is unpredictable. Unexpected setbacks, disappointments, and challenges will come. But the real test isn't the event itself, it's your perception of it. Do you see obstacles as barriers or as stepping stones? Your mind has the power to shape reality. Two people can face the same hardship. One breaks, the other thrives. The difference? Mindset, turning obstacles into opportunities. Imagine this. You've worked for months on a project, then suddenly, failure. It doesn't go as planned. Frustration sets in, maybe even doubt. But stop. What if this moment isn't the end, but a beginning? Marcus Aurelius said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." What if your greatest challenges aren't stopping you, but guiding you? Every setback contains an opportunity if you train your mind to see it. The power of gratitude, shifting focus from scarcity to abundance. Most people focus on what's missing, what went wrong, what they don't have. But what if you shifted your perspective? Instead of dwelling on the negative, ask yourself, what is still within my control? What do I already have that I've been overlooking? Seneca reminds us, a wise man does not grieve for what he lacks, but rejoices in what he has. So today, take a moment. What's one thing, just one, that you can be grateful for? Mastering the pause, judging situations objectively. Most suffering doesn't come from what happens, but from how we judge what happens. A co-worker criticizes you. Someone cuts you off in traffic. Plans change unexpectedly. Your first instinct, annoyance, frustration, maybe even anger. But what if, just for a moment, you paused? Epictetus said, "We suffer not from events, but from our opinions about them." Think about it. How many times have you overreacted, only to realize later it wasn't as bad as it seemed? The next time you feel frustration rising, take a deep breath and ask yourself, is this truly bad? Or is it just my perception? Will this matter in a day, a week, a year? When you stop labeling everything as good or bad, you take back control. Responding with patience, not anger. Think back. When was the last time someone was rude to you? Your instinct? Fire back. But Stoicism teaches that people act based on their struggles, not because of you. Marcus Aurelius prepared for this. Today, I shall meet people who are meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, but they will not disturb my peace. So the next time someone tests your patience, ask yourself, is their reaction a reflection of me or of them? True strength isn't reacting, it's choosing not to react. Your challenge today. What if, starting today, you stopped seeing problems as problems? What if every difficulty became a test of your resilience? That's the power of perception. That's the power of Stoicism. If this mindset shift resonates with you, like this video and share it with someone who needs to hear this. And subscribe for more lessons on resilience and inner strength. Mastering time gives you control over your days. But what about your mind? The greatest investment you'll ever make is in knowledge. Let's explore the power of lifelong learning. 3. Mastering communication. Speak less, mean more. Words shape perception. They can build trust, open doors, and create deep connections. But they can also destroy relationships, close opportunities, and create misunderstandings. In a world where everyone is talking, few are actually communicating. The Stoics understood this well. They mastered the art of speaking less, but making every word count. The cost of speaking without thinking. Think about the last conversation you had. Were you really listening, or were you just waiting for your turn to speak? Most people don't listen to understand. They listen to respond. But real communication begins with silence. The next time someone speaks, resist the urge to interrupt. Don't formulate your reply while they talk. Just listen fully. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, give yourself time to learn before speaking. Most of what we say is unnecessary. Imagine how much clearer life would be if we spoke to understand, not just to reply. The art of precision in words. The more valuable something is, the rarer it tends to be. And the same applies to words. Have you ever noticed how the wisest people speak the least? But when they do, their words hit hard. Before you speak, ask yourself, is this necessary? Will this add value? Would silence be better? If the answer isn't yes, let it go. Marcus Aurelius put it simply, speak only if it improves upon silence. Most conflicts aren't about what was said, but how it was said. One careless word can spark an argument. One thoughtful pause can prevent it. Choose your words as carefully as a Stoic chooses his actions. The hidden power of empathy. In conversations, empathy is a hidden strength in communication. Most people speak to be heard, but the wisest people, they speak to understand. The next time someone challenges your opinion, don't react. Pause. Ask yourself, why do they see it this way? What experience led them to this belief? Seneca reminds us, to understand another person, first walk in their shoes. A moment of curiosity can prevent a lifetime of misunderstanding. Not every comment deserves a response. Not every argument needs your voice. The strength of silence. Sometimes silence is the strongest answer. If someone insults you, let it pass. If a pointless debate drags on, let it go. Epictetus said, if someone speaks ill of you, live so that no one believes them. The strongest person in the room is often the quietest. Your challenge in the art of communication. Here's your challenge. In your next conversation, listen more than you speak. Notice how it changes the dynamic. Observe how people react. Feel the control that comes with choosing your words wisely. Because real power in communication isn't about saying more, but meaning more. If this message resonated with you, like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe for more insights on mastering the Stoic way. Moving to the next lesson. Now, let's move to the next habit, mastering emotional control. 4. Cultivating self-discipline. Control yourself, control your life. The truth about self-discipline. No man is free who is not master of himself. Epictetus understood a fundamental truth. Freedom isn't about doing whatever you want. It's about having control over yourself, your mind, and your actions. Without discipline, there is no real freedom. Pause. Let that sink in. Think about it. How often do you feel stuck in bad habits, procrastination, or distractions? It's easy to believe that external factors hold us back, But the real battle is within. Every day you make choices. Some lead to progress. Others keep you trapped in the same cycle. Before every action, ask yourself, is this aligned with my values? Will this bring me closer to my goals? Pause. Reflect on this for a moment. Discipline is the ability to say no to short-term temptations for long-term success. Desires scream for attention. Comfort urges you to take the easy way out. But reason whispers the truth. A moment of discipline now saves a lifetime of regret later. Overcoming procrastination, the silent killer of progress. Let's talk about one of the biggest obstacles to self-discipline, procrastination. Most people mistake it for laziness, but in reality, it's fear disguised as comfort. You put things off, telling yourself you'll do them later when you feel ready. But here's the truth. Waiting for motivation is a trap. It won't come. Pause. Let that realization settle. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. Seneca reminds us, while we wait for life, life passes. Instead of waiting for the perfect moment, take the first step. No matter how small, the habit of showing up is stronger than the fear of starting. Building systems for success, making discipline. Inevitable. Self-discipline isn't about willpower alone. It's about structure. That's why the most successful people don't rely on motivation. They build systems that make success inevitable. Your morning routine sets the tone for your entire day. Your daily habits shape the person you become. Marcus Aurelius followed a strict morning ritual, not for productivity, but for clarity. He wrote, "At dawn, when you wake unwillingly, have this thought: I am rising to do the work of a human being." Pause. Imagine starting your day with that mindset. Your habits define you. Choose them wisely. Discipline equals freedom. The more control you have, the freer you become. Many people see discipline as a restriction. In reality, it's the opposite. It's the key to true freedom. Who is more free? The person controlled by impulses or the one who controls them? The person who wakes up with purpose? Who trains their mind to resist distractions? Who chooses long-term growth over short-term pleasure? Pause. Reflect on that. Self-discipline isn't built overnight. It's developed through small, consistent decisions. Every disciplined action you take strengthens your ability to stay in control. Your challenge today. So here's your challenge. What's one small disciplined action you can take today? One habit you can commit to starting now? Because self-mastery isn't about achieving perfection. It's about taking ownership of your actions, one choice at a time. If this message resonates with you, like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe for more insights on mastering the Stoic way. Now, let's move to the next habit, the Stoic mindset shift. The Stoic mindset shift. Obstacles make the path. The truth about challenges. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Life is full of obstacles. Unexpected setbacks, failures, and losses are inevitable. Most people see these as roadblocks, but the Stoics saw something different: opportunities. Think back to a time when life didn't go as planned. Maybe you lost a job. Maybe a relationship ended. Maybe you faced an unexpected hardship. Your first reaction might have been frustration, resistance, or even despair. But what if that moment wasn't the end? What if it was a redirection, an opening, or a test? The very thing that blocks your path could be showing you a new way forward. Every challenge holds a lesson, if you are willing to see it. Reframing obstacles as growth. Your mind determines whether an event is a setback or an opportunity. Most people react without thinking. A delay makes them impatient. A failure makes them feel defeated. A difficult person makes them angry. But a Stoic pauses. Before reacting, ask yourself, am I responding with reason or emotion? Am I making this worse in my own mind? Epictetus reminds us, it's not things that upset us, but our judgment about them. When you control your perception, you control your reality. Adapting to change. Instead of resisting it, change is inevitable. Yet most people resist it. They cling to what's familiar because the unknown feels threatening. But the Stoics understood. Life is always moving. Seasons change, people change, and circumstances change. The sooner you accept this, the sooner you gain control. Seneca put it simply, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. Instead of fearing change, learn to welcome it. Instead of resisting, learn to adapt. Those who can adjust and embrace uncertainty are the ones who thrive. Shifting focus from scarcity to gratitude. Most people focus on what they lack, the money they don't have, the success they haven't reached, the things that went wrong. But the Stoics trained their minds differently. Each morning, instead of dwelling on problems, they practiced gratitude. What do I already have? What can I appreciate right now? Seneca reminds us, a wise man is content with what he has and does not yearn for what he lacks. When you focus on abundance, you create more of it. Your environment shapes your mindset. Your mindset isn't just shaped by your thoughts, it's shaped by your surroundings. The books you read, the people you spend time with, and the conversations you engage in all influence your perspective. Epictetus warned, be careful who you spend time with, because unknowingly you will become like them. Surround yourself with wisdom. Choose mentors, even if they are books. Seek out people who challenge you to grow, not those who drain you. Your environment is either strengthening your mind or weakening it. Choose wisely. Your challenge today. What if, starting today, you saw every problem differently? What if every setback became a lesson, every challenge became training, and every difficulty became a gift? The obstacle is never the end, it is the beginning. If this message resonates with you, like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe for more insights on mastering the Stoic way. Now, let's move to the next habit, mastering time. 6. Mastering time. Live deliberately, waste nothing. Seneca once said, it's not that we have a short life, but that we waste much of it. Time is the one resource you can never get back. Once it's gone forever. Yet, most people live as if they have an unlimited supply. They waste hours on distractions, days on regrets, years waiting for the right moment. But the Stoics knew the truth. The secret isn't having more time, it's mastering the time you have. The illusion of busyness versus true productivity. Most people confuse being busy with being productive. They rush from one task to another, check endless emails, say yes to everything, but not everything deserves your time. Before committing to anything, ask yourself, is this urgent or is it important? Urgent tasks demand attention, but don't always move you forward. Important tasks build your future. Seneca reminds us, if you don't prioritize your life, someone else will. Cut the distractions. Focus on what truly matters. The power of daily reflection. At the end of each day, pause, reflect. Ask yourself one simple question. Did I spend today wisely, or did I let it slip away? Marcus Aurelius made it a habit to reflect daily. He wrote, ask yourself at every moment, am I doing what I was put here to do? Reflection isn't about guilt, it's about course correction. Track your time, identify what's draining you, make tomorrow more intentional, because small improvements made consistently lead to mastery. Simplicity equals efficiency. The modern world is full of noise, notifications, useless meetings, constant distractions, but the Stoics lived differently. They practiced simplicity, not minimalism, but focus. Seneca advised, "You must free yourself from unnecessary things so you can devote yourself to what truly matters. Cut the distractions. Say no to time wasters. Simplify your commitments. Clarity comes when you remove the clutter." The role of rest in productivity. Most people believe working harder means getting more done. But burnout is not success. Even Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor, understood the need for rest. He wrote, "People seek retreats in the mountains, in the sea, in the countryside, but you can retreat into yourself at any moment." Rest isn't a luxury, it's a strategy. Take moments of stillness, step back to think clearly. Recharge, not as an escape, but as a tool for strength. Your challenge today. Starting today, waste nothing. Every moment is intentional. Every action is aligned with your purpose. Every day moves you forward. Mastering time isn't about doing more. It's about doing what truly matters. Now, let's move to the next habit, lifelong learning. 7. Lifelong learning. Wisdom is power. Seek it daily. Opening, the endless pursuit of knowledge, thoughtful, engaging tone. Music fades in, setting a contemplative mood. Socrates once said, "The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing." No matter how much you know, there is always more to learn. Yet most people treat learning as a phase, something that ends when school does. But the Stoics saw things differently. To them, learning was not a requirement. It was a way of life, a daily practice that sharpened the mind and deepened understanding, because the moment you stop learning, you stop growing. Wisdom as a lifelong pursuit. The Stoics believed every day offers a lesson. Every experience holds a hidden teaching. Seneca put it simply, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." Wisdom is not about having all the answers. It is about asking better questions. What do I not yet understand? Where can I challenge my own beliefs? Those who continue learning continue evolving. Those who stop stay the same. The power of reading. Look at the greatest minds in history. They all had one habit in common. They read every single day. Books are time machines. They allow you to sit with the greatest thinkers who ever lived, absorbing their wisdom in hours instead of decades. Marcus Aurelius advised, "Go to the writings of wise men and take refuge in them." 15 minutes of reading a day can change your thinking. One book can shift your entire perspective, because what you read today shapes who you become tomorrow. Knowledge without action is wasted. But here's the mistake most people make. They read, they listen, they absorb information, and then they do nothing. Seneca warned, "We should not be learning for learning's sake, but for practical application." Knowledge without action is just entertainment. Wisdom is action. So next time you learn something valuable, use it. Journaling, turning knowledge into wisdom. The Stoics didn't just collect knowledge, they processed it. Marcus Aurelius journaled daily. Epictetus encouraged self-examination. Seneca wrote letters filled with wisdom. Why? Because writing clarifies thinking. Ideas, when put to paper, become clearer, stronger, more actionable. At the end of each day, ask yourself, what did I learn today? How can I apply it? Without reflection, knowledge fades. Teaching to solidify. Learning. If you want to master something, teach it. Seneca reminds us, while we teach, we learn. When you explain an idea to someone else, you don't just share it, you strengthen your own understanding, you refine your thoughts, you challenge yourself to be clearer, more precise. So don't just keep wisdom to yourself, pass it forward. Your challenge today: imagine this. Every day you seek wisdom, every lesson you apply, every insight you reflect and share, because learning never stops, and those who seek knowledge control their future. Moving forward. But wisdom is not just about knowledge, it is about applying it. And what is one of the most overlooked areas where wisdom makes the biggest impact? Your finances. Because true freedom is not just intellectual, it is financial. Now, let's move to the next habit: financial discipline. 8. Financial discipline. Master money, master freedom. Epictetus once said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." Financial stress is one of the biggest sources of anxiety, broken relationships, and lost freedom. Yet, most people never take control of their money until it is too late. They chase more income, more luxury, more things. But the Stoics understood that true wealth is not measured by possessions. It is about control, it is about security, it is about freedom. Because if your happiness depends on money, then you are never truly free. Contentment over excess. Most people believe wealth is about accumulation, but the Stoics saw it differently. Do you own your possessions, or do they own you? Seneca, one of the wealthiest Stoics, lived simply despite his fortune. He warned, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, who is poor." The pursuit of excess leads to endless dissatisfaction, but appreciating what you already have brings true contentment. Wealth is not in material things, it is in peace of mind. Budgeting as a Stoic virtue. Most people do not control their money controls them. The Stoics believed in living intentionally. Every decision should align with your values. Ask yourself, does my spending reflect what truly matters to me? Or am I just chasing fleeting desires? Seneca reminds us, if you do not know to which port you are sailing, no wind is favorable. Budgeting is not about restriction, it is about direction. It ensures that your money serves your goals, not the other way around. Building financial security life is unpredictable. Emergencies happen without warning. The Stoics prepared for adversity, not out of fear, but out of wisdom. Marcus Aurelius practiced premeditatio malorum, the art of mentally preparing for difficulties before they arise. An emergency fund is not about wealth. It is about peace of mind. Knowing you have a safety net allows you to make decisions from strength, not desperation. Prepare today so you are not caught off guard tomorrow. Investing in long-term stability money is not just about today, it is about building a secure future, but investment is not just financial, it is in your skills, your knowledge, your character. Seneca advised, "Wealth is the slave of a wise man, the master of a fool." Use your resources wisely, invest in things that last. Because true stability is not built overnight, it is built by the choices you make every day. The power of generosity. Wealth means nothing if it is not shared. Generosity is not just about giving money, it is about giving value, your time, your wisdom, your kindness. Seneca reminds us, no man can live happily who considers himself alone. Real wealth is not in what you own, it is in what you give. Your challenge today. Imagine this. You no longer chase wealth, you master it. You spend wisely, invest smartly, and live intentionally. You prepare for the future, but you are never a slave to money. Because true financial freedom is not about how much you have, It is about how much control you have. Moving forward. But wealth is not just about financial security. It is about growth. And the greatest investment you will ever make is in yourself. Now, let's move to the next habit: personal growth. 9. Finding and living your purpose. Align actions with meaning. Marcus Aurelius once said, "A man's worth is no greater than the value he places on his own soul." Why are you here? What is your purpose? Most people drift through life, reacting to circumstances, following routines, never asking themselves, is this what I was meant to do? They chase success, money and recognition, but still feel unfulfilled. The Stoics knew that a life without purpose is a wasted one. True fulfillment comes from alignment, living in accordance with your values, turning every action into something meaningful. Clarifying your purpose. This is your life, not someday, not when it's convenient, right now. Make it count. What are your strengths? What impact do you want to leave behind? How can you use your abilities to serve others? Seneca reminds us, life without a design is erratic. If you are not clear about what you want, you will live by chance. Define your mission. Understand your role in the world. The clearer your purpose, the stronger your direction. Setting goals that align with purpose. Most people set goals blindly. They chase achievements without questioning if those things truly matter. A Stoic sets goals differently. Every goal must align with a deeper purpose. Every action must move them closer to meaning. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Ask yourself at every moment, is this necessary? Does this goal serve who you want to become? Does this task bring you closer to your mission? If not, eliminate it." Adapting. When needed, purpose is not a straight line. The Stoics understood. Life is unpredictable. Circumstances change, plans fail, new opportunities arise. Seneca reminds us, a wise man adapts himself to circumstances as water shapes itself to the vessel that contains it. Be flexible. If your path no longer aligns, change it, but never confuse flexibility with drifting. Staying committed, even when it's hard. Having a purpose is not enough. You must have the discipline to pursue it, especially when it's hard. Purpose comes with struggle. You will face setbacks. You will doubt yourself. You will feel like giving up. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "At dawn, when you wake unwillingly, have this thought: I am rising to do the work of a human being." Discipline turns purpose into reality. Keep going even when motivation fades. Stay consistent even when results do not come quickly. Living with purpose. Every day. Purpose is not something you think about. Purpose is something you do every single day. It is in the way you speak, the way you treat others, and the work you choose to do. Seneca reminds us, do not explain your philosophy. Embody it. Live your purpose in every moment. Make every action count. Your challenge today. What is one action, just one, that aligns with your purpose? One small step that brings meaning to your day. Because purpose is not in the future, it is in what you choose to do right now. Moving forward. But purpose alone is not enough. To truly live fully, you must also appreciate the present. Mastering time gives you control over your days. But what about your mind? The greatest investment you'll ever make is in knowledge. Let's explore the power of lifelong learning. 10. Conclusion. Live stoically, live fully. We have explored 10 powerful Stoic habits, each one a tool for resilience, wisdom, and fulfillment. The power of perception, seeing challenges as opportunities, mastering communication, listening more, speaking with intention, cultivating self-discipline, controlling your actions, mastering your life, shifting your mindset, embracing obstacles as stepping stones, mastering time, living deliberately, wasting nothing. Lifelong learning, seeking wisdom every day, financial discipline, controlling wealth, not being controlled by it, finding purpose, aligning your actions with meaning. And now, the final lesson, gratitude. Because your fate is not shaped by what happens to you, but by how you choose to respond. What's one Stoic habit you'll apply today? Comment below. I want to hear your journey. If this message resonated, share it with a friend who needs it, and subscribe for more insights on mastering the Stoic mindset. Together, we grow in wisdom, strength, and virtue. Now go, live stoically, live fully.